Yeah, why not, man? Cheers.
To a good interview.
Good interview. Good time.
All right.
Shout out to St. Pauli girl. You know.
So we got DJ Skoli in the building tonight.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you feel?
I feel good, man. Life is great. Just been doing my thing, having a good time, doing this music.
So who's DJ Skoli?
Man, who is? That's a interesting question. I'm a lot of things, man. I'm a DJ. I'm a human. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a producer. I do a lot. I just, I love life, man. I like, doing what I love doing. I'm a big music junkie. I always really been into music. Like I've been a huge music collector since I was really young. So, yeah, man. It's just I always knew when I was real young that I would do something with music, in that realm.
So where you come from?
So I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in High Park. Yeah, I pretty much live almost all my life in Chicago. Like I got family in New York, so I spent a lot of time there. I got like half my family in New York, half of my family here. Yeah, so I'm from the South Side. That's where I grew up at.
Was it hard growing up in Southside Chicago?
Yeah, it was, man. It was. I mean, but I'm sure everyone's like growing up process is hard. Like you can't really, you know, be like someone just because they grew up in the suburbs or something. Like they have their own struggles. But it was, yeah. It's like, man, I was just talking. My dad's in town for my sister's graduation, and I was just talking to him today about like all the kids I grew up with, and we were talking about all the ones that like died. Like I had a lot of friends die when I was in high school, college. A lot that are locked up right now, or just not doing well and like struggling. But I got a lot that are doing great too. So it's two sides. It's like good parenting, good upbringing. Like my parents are awesome.
So what separated you from that pack of people who fell down the wrong path?
Man, as I just said, I feel like it was like my parents just instilling things, like giving me like outlets in life. Like, I was really into basketball. I was really into music, of course, too. So, they like really supported me, and they made sure I was educated too. Like they made sure I was in good schools. Like I went to good, like pretty good schools my whole life, and my parents like always made sure education was first. That I was well rounded. But yeah, I'm kind of a weird enigma because I was into that, and at the same time, I was into other dumb stuff. I don't know. We can't curse on it. I want to make sure. Oh, okay, cool. No, yeah. I forgot it's not FM. I be most of my interviews be on radio, so they be like, yeah, be careful a little bit. But yeah, weird like shit like that. Ghetto like people around like my hood were into like crazy stuff, like just especially when we were kids, just real mischievous things. But it grew. Like my mom would always get on me for doing dumb stuff, like doing like graffiti or like just stuff I didn't really, think that was. My mom was like, "No, you're vandalizing property. That's a crime. Like you can go to prison for that. Like, are you stupid? Pretty much like." So yeah, that's what separates. I'm not saying people don't have good parenting because like anything can influence you. I could have gone down any path. Like my family has been through some crazy stuff. Like as being a black man in America in general, it's just crazy. So good parenting. Shout out to mom and dad. And shout out to outlets. Shout out to music.
What exactly led you straight to music?
Man, I just always been I don't know. I think it started off with my parents. My mom was into like old school soul and funk, and like she was like Earth, Wind and Fire, like Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye. My dad was a little into everything. He was into mainly like old school, real old school hip hop, like Eric B. Rakim. He used to have a lot of but he had like old school soul. And then my cousins, I didn't have any older siblings, and my sister, she's like 10 years younger than me, so we have a pretty big age gap. So like my older cousins were like big influences on me. Like I know you remember like when like 50 Cent and like
That was a good.
yeah, dude, the mixtape, like when people actually were still buying CDs. Now music is like consumed so weird, you know. Yeah, it's yeah. I remember we had a bootleg guy, you know, hey, you know, I don't arrest me or nothing. But no, and I used to buy a lot of CDs too. I was looking at my career, I got a nice CD collection, nice record collection, and like classic stuff, you know. It's like I always I would sneak out of my house when I was young and go to High Park Records. And I remember like the first CD I bought was like, which one was the first? I bought some NWA stuff. I bought some like like Eminem, like his early stuff. But yeah, man, hip hop was really the beginning. Hip hop and like old school soul. You know, my family really influenced me on that. And then like they got me involved in like I took piano class for a while, but my teacher she honestly, she's such a jerk. Like you know, she really turned me off into to music for a minute because she was like, nothing about her being an Asian. She was an Asian lady, and she was real strict. And I was like, I was the only black dude in the class. Like I had a recital, all these young Asian kids, and it was like, man. And she was just so. Because you know, black people are just different. You know, it's nothing wrong with it. We just the way. Not all of us, but some of us are just not like as mechanical. We learn different ways. You know, I'm more of a visual learner, or more like I don't know. And she was just hard, man. She really used to yell at me and stuff. I was like, all right, I don't want to play no instrument. But now I'm kind of more, you know, I'm very interested in learning and, you know, expanding.
So, how old are you?
Man, I be forgetting sometimes. I'm getting kind of old. I'm 27 now.
Okay.
I turned 28 in August.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm getting up there, G. Almost 30. But it's cool. I like being old, man. It's fun.
I hope to get that far.
Like when I was young, like I was afraid to be myself. Not really afraid, but it was like I was influenced by people. You know, I was like people like when I was in high school, my friends like to drink, and I don't really like drinking like that. I'll drink a beer, you know, or just some chill, but they like getting like hammered or like smoking. You know, I just enjoy myself. You know, I go at my own pace, but I feel like the older you get, the more comfortable you feel kind of just doing you, just being true to yourself and like doing things that you really enjoy to instead of like sacrificing your enjoyment as long as it's positive, you know? Yeah, 27, man. Thanks for reminding me that, man. I appreciate you.
I just didn't know. Because I was like, because you don't look old, but you don't look young either. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like you could be in between.
Weird. It's like the beard. Because it makes me look like, I don't know what it makes me look like. I get a lot of different things about my beard. But yeah, I don't know. I always have like a lot of facial hair, so people be not knowing how old I am since high school. Man, it's a gift and a curse, man. It's cool though.
I can't grow this shit whatsoever.
Hey man, I got some suggestions on that.
I'm here.
We'll talk. I can't get a word.
Say it now, man. Say it. I'm rolling.
Like one thing, man. Man, oils are good. I used to use like coconut, but now I'd be using this carrot tea tree joint, and that joint is off the chain. And then like I had girlfriends who would give me like tips, like they were like, "Yo, you should put like condition it when it grow," and then it started growing. I'm like, "Oh, man, I got this one joint from the beauty. I forget what it's called. I gotta look at it when I get home. It's a couple.
Vagina.
I was gonna say I don't even want to say that. I don't want to like take the class down, but yeah, I heard that does make your beard grow. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, it ain't work for me. I don't know.
Yeah, hey man, I don't know. Maybe you
gotta turn your head.
You gotta just like rub it in afterwards.
Go up in there and just. It's been a while, man.
It's a sheen, you know.
I got my oil over there for my hair. Sitting over there, it's just Jamaican black castor oil and tea tree oil and water. So every morning I shake it up in a little spray bottle and just spray my hair. So it's just so I keep my moisture. Yeah. Sometimes I before I start doing that, I used to just go like plenty of time just without oil in my hair and then sleeping on cotton pillowcases.
Yeah. You gotta get the I gotta upgrade my joints too.
I got satin now.
Yeah, you do?
I've been sleeping good too.
Yo, I gotta upgrade my joints, like, cause the satin joints, like I done had. I don't want
to. When I first got the satin, I took it home. I'm like, okay, this feels nice, bro. I slept for like 11 straight hours.
Straight up, man. You gotta get you. everybody got to get like a nice girlfriend to put them on game, you know?
Yeah,
because
that's what it's about.
the beds are just. Hey, shout out to all the good girlfriends out there.
Women know, man.
Yeah, every girlfriend I've ever had, their bed was just like a million times more comfortable than mine. Like my joint,
got 30 pillows. And shit.
Gee, and the pillows be plush, like plush, satin. Like you get the best sleep. You wake up feeling amazing. Like right now, I don't know. I gotta upgrade my joint. That's important, man. You spend a lot of time in bed, man. So
yeah, I don't spend that much time in bed, but if I had a better bed, I probably would.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a couch guy.
Oh, really? You be crazy? Yeah.
I go on the couch and turn on a movie.
Yeah.
And intentionally knowing like I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I turn it on and literally just fall asleep.
Yeah, that's some young stuff, bro. Like that's young stuff. I used to do that when I was young, but that's gonna like you'll get your back. Yeah, I try not to now because I wake up like ooh, like, my back is still, hey.
Yeah.
But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Like, that's life. Just crash wherever, man. Get your rest, however it comes.
So. DJing. How did you get your start in DJing?
Man, that's an interesting question, cause I don't know. I started like technically I can think of the first real parties I DJ'd, but I don't really consider what I was doing DJing. I was like literally just like putting together playlists. I have virtual DJ. Like I used to always do that for my family events. Like we would have like the little I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, any type of family functions, like the reunions, I would always like kind of put together music and stuff. So I was kind of like the music guy. Like I knew how to make the mix CDs. Like my mix CDs used to be crazy. Like I would
sell them in high school?
Huh?
Did you sell them in high school?
Yeah. It was in high school. That's when I really started like kind of burning CDs and kind of making my own mixes. In college, we would do house parties. Man, shout out to my roommates Myron and Money Mai and Drew, my roommates, and we used to have parties at our place. And
where'd you go? What school?
U of I, Champaign. Yeah, great wild times, man.
Did you graduate? Did you finish?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know, man.
I did it though. Like it was hard.
Degree don't say barely.
Yeah, say he made it. He like, nigga, we made it. Like it was bad. Yeah, I did graduate. Like my mom would have killed me if I didn't graduate. I had to get through that because school was very important to her, and it's like, I appreciate her for that. Cause I went to school for business, and I was like marketing and international business, so it was a really good experience. Like I really learned a lot about. And it's crazy. It kind of like flips towards what I'm trying to do now. I learned about just managing, like in the grand scheme of things, as a musician, you're a brand, you're a company. So I look at it like that a lot. I kind of look at it kind of as a artist standpoint as well. But it's like building your brand is really important. So I learned a lot about that in school, and it's kind of weird how it translated now because at first I had jobs I didn't really like. It was kind of, I felt, man, like, yeah, dude, those jobs I had when I first graduated, they was like, I was a pharmaceutical salesman for a minute, which is random. And oh man, it was just.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it was bad. The money was good. The money was good.
How do you?
It wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was cool.
What does a pharmaceutical salesman do? Like, where do you go?
You sell drugs. I was a drug dealer, a legal drug dealer.
Okay. So like you just on the street, like, hey, I got these
Percocets. Like, hey, bro, I got these. No, we was selling like magnesium.
Okay.
It's freaky stuff, boy. It was like supposed to be like a sports medicine supplement. They had a couple other drugs. I mean, like, it was weird. The process was cool. Like, I like talking to doctors, so they would basically set us up with a database, and we go to the doctor's office and like try to sell these drugs. And I would just end up just having really good conversations with the doctors. I'm like, dude, I'm not into sales. Like, it's not. I don't like selling, like, because it's so fake. I mean, if it's organic, like, if we just vibing and you like, oh, y'all want support? Whatever. I buy your stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was interesting. We got to travel a lot. That was cool. And that kind of got me into DJing more. Like, we used to travel, like, Miami. That was part of my territory, Miami. We used to go to San Diego. We went to New Orleans a few times.
As a salesman?
Yeah. But it was we was getting it in. Definitely.
So how did that translate to DJ?
Man, it was just like Miami G. The first time I went to Miami, I seen someone DJing on Ocean Ave, and I was like, gee, I'm like, that's raw. And like he was killing it. I could kill like this scene right now. Like, and the Vegas too. Vegas was dope, but it was different. Like I got the experience because my bosses, they like to get it in. So we was going to all types of parties, like clubs and stuff. Like when I was younger, when I first graduated, I was living life. It was a way different life I'm living now. Like, I was really traveling, partying. Like it was high pace. I was getting like exhausted doing that. So that's why that's my main issue with it. Was kind of like that, and then the weird competitiveness of that field. Even though the music field is competitive too.
Speaking of, your physical health. So maybe like a few months ago, you were going through something like with your body. You were going through like a procedure or something.
Yeah, man. I was having some like stomach issues. Like I don't know. It was some form of like I forget what it's called. It's like they call it colitis, but it's like basically inflammation in your intestines and stuff. So it was rough, man. It was like, man, because I'm not a fan of Western medicine. Like, I mean, not because of my pharmaceutical times, but I'm kind of like, I don't like drugs. Yeah, I don't like drugs, man. Especially like, like medications you got to be on long term. I'm not a fan of it. But it started getting to a point where I'm like, man, it's something like going on. So it's good to, once you get older, I mean, as I said, yeah, you gotta handle your business. And my mom, she's really dope. She's a herbalist, and she's like a teacher of all types. Like she teaches a lot of stuff. Like she's always been a teacher. That's her thing. And yeah, she's really been hooking me up with good like remedies. She's real good at that. So I actually feel way better now than I was. Like, cause I feel like I've been probably sick for a while. Right. Probably, doctors claim that condition is just like, just random. But I don't think it is. I think it has to do with like your diet and the way you live. Cause I know I eat like crap. Like I used to, I'm way better now. But I used to like eat pizza all the time.
Pizza's good, man.
Bro, pizza is not only good, it might be like the most incredible thing of all time.
I was talking about that yesterday on my podcast. I'm trying to decide like what was the best food.
Yeah, we talked about this at the
yeah. Pizza might be number one.
Yeah, it probably is. Like legit, pizza is that wave, and it's easy to eat. It's like so many different. Let me stop talking about pizza before I go like grab.
Go get you some pizza, man.
I do it every once in a while, G, but that was my main thing. I thought about it, I rationalized. I'm like, pizza, because in researching my the condition I have, certain types of foods like trigger whatever it is, and like pizza literally is a combination of pretty much all of those. It's like, dough, like I guess like wheat or whatever. Something like that. Dairy, you got cheese, tomatoes. But I'm not going to lie like I'm not going to eat a lot of pizza, That's my way. I'm pizza. I'm about to get a tattoo of a slice of pizza. For real.
Sausage or cheese?
Nah, well, damn, that's a good question. I was talking to my guy, my roommate Kevin. He's a tattoo artist. He go by Crawdaddy Sauce. I know that's some real freaky stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, he drew up one, and like, I mean, I know you're gonna be disappointed because you seem like you in the sausage. Like pause. But it was pepperoni and green peppers. Yeah, I know that was crazy, but cause not like I mean, whatever. Sausage pizza is good. It's great. That's like one of my favorite joints. But it's pepperoni and green pepper. It looked raw though. Like the green looked really cool. I'm like, all right, let's get it.
So, how do you feel about a lot of people out here now calling themselves DJs? I feel like DJing is kind of like a wave now. Like,
yeah, you did say controversial.
Let's get it rolling.
All right. Man, I mean,
Fuck them, right?
Nah. I'm not gonna say that. I don't agree with that. Now, this has always been my standpoint on DJs. I feel like if you are into music, DJ, why not? Mm-hmm. You're technically, like, that's how I became a DJ. Like, I just love music, you know? And I kind of took the time. I mean, I'm really passionate about, like, music and kind of, like, digging into history of, like, especially music that I'm really into, hip-hop. I'm pretty good hip-hop historian. I kind of know just how it goes back, and I have, like, utmost respect of how it's progressed. Because it's like so many people, it's like you can look at, like, a vinyl head. A vinyl head could be like, you're on digital, you're not a real DJ. Like, to some people, I'm probably not a real DJ. Mm-hmm. To some people, I'm not a real producer. Like, it is what it is. I'm not a dude who plays, I'm not a Prince. I don't play every instrument. You know, I know how to dabble on the keyboard. I can smack a drum, but I'm not like, I ain't nice like that. Right. But the thing about me is I like those type of challenges. Like, I've DJed on vinyl a couple times. I've dabbled into, like, the original art, like how it kind of began. So, you know, but it took a while. I started off on, like, a lot of these people that are fake DJs, like aux and laptop. But I was like, yeah, I was fake. I was DJing a virtual DJ, you know, just.
At least you admit it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have considered myself one there at all. But I knew that's what I want to be. So I don't want to, like,
downplay
shit on anyone's dreams. Like, if you really are into it, then be into it. But I see a lot of people who get into it and just, I don't know, they either, like, fade out. Some people, I mean, you know, in the grand scheme of things, being a DJ too, part of it is a popularity contest. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not all just your skill. But it is at the same time. It's weird because it's like I see a lot of people getting into it, and people have good music taste. There's a lot of music out here to be digested. Yeah. So people introduce me to stuff I never even thought of. All I would say to people who are kind of like, quote unquote, trying to be DJs or trying to get into it, just take it seriously. You know, respect the culture. If you're out here, you know, try. You know, don't come out and I don't want to say kind of like embarrass that culture. Like, just, you know, do it some justice. Practice. Like, take it seriously.
Don't make it look bad.
Don't make it look bad. Don't make it hard for DJs. Because nowadays, there's so many, it is, like, it's an issue for a lot of DJs to get paid. And, like, I'm lucky because, like, I got other stuff going on. Like, some months are real nice. Some months, it's like, it is what it is. I'm chilling. I get some gigs that are low pay. Like, at this point, I feel like people respect me enough to actually pay me. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times I get underpaid on stuff just because, you know, I do it for the love of doing it. But I know a lot of people that just quit their jobs and, like, try to focus on it full time, and it's tough. You know, it's hard. But I see a lot of people doing it well. And, you know, it's a crazy world, man. I did not expect all this. Because it was never really my plan to be a DJ. Right. It just kind of happened. Like, people just started booking me. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, am I a DJ now? Because I didn't have no equipment. I just had my laptop. And I was making weird beats and remixes. And people was like, yeah, play that weird. Like, that's how people started really booking me. They heard my, like, chopped and screwed mixes I was making. Yeah, so, yeah, I started off like that. So anytime I see, like, a DJ, people look at them like, what is this? Like, this ain't, you know, you never know. Even when, like, you see weak rappers all the time, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot.
Too many.
A lot.
Too many, man. And I'm sure you see more of them than I do.
Oh.
You actually DJ for them. So. And, yeah, Gary's like, shit.
Boy.
I couldn't imagine.
Rap is, like, interesting enigma, man, as, like, a genre of music. It's real interesting, man.
Do you
like,
hate rappers? I do.
No.
I say this all because I do. Like, from a person that, like, I used to shoot music videos and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, I just can't do this shit anymore. I never really loved shooting music videos to begin with. Yeah. It was just cool, you know, for me to do.
Yeah.
And it was fun. But then I was just like, I got tired of, like, everybody in Chicago wanting the same type of video. And then not wanting to pay you what you work.
Like where you like swivel and then put the gun at the camera.
I'm just like, one guy.
So did anyone?
One guy, this is why I pretty much was like, I'm out of here. Yeah. So one guy, he hit me up. He's like, yeah, we going to have some fake guns. I was like, nah,
that's horrible.
I'm good.
That's awful.
I don't trust fake
horrible,
guns. I'm going to think it's real good. You probably think you got it on safety or something like that. I'm good. You're not finna have 20 dudes with dreads. No problem with dreads because we both got them.
That's weak. That's weak. That's like lame, G. And a lot of my problems with some people who try to DJ or like try to do anything in life is because they do it because they see other people being successful doing it. And just do what's in your heart, man. You're gonna get where you want it. Like you can tell when someone is genuine what they're doing.
Yeah, you gotta stay in your lane.
You do. You do, because
gotta stay in your lane.
Man, like this music stuff, this music business is crazy. It really is, and that's why, like, I've taken a step back. I don't know how we've known each other for a minute,
about 2 years now.
Yeah, for at least 2 years. Like even in that stretch, I've really like tried to rebrand myself and kind of focus on what I'm really into, because I get booked for like a lot of random stuff, like trap parties. I get booked for like art parties, that's like wild. Beat shows. Yeah, a little bit everything. Like, and I was like, all right, what do I really like doing? And
so now you just do what you
give yourself the power, man. When you give yourself the power, it pays off the most. You figure out what you're good at. Like, I thought first I wanted to be a basketball player, and I'm like, yo, I'm not that good. I'm like decent. I'm not even decent, like in the grand scheme of things, because people who I played with that didn't even get close to making an NBA were way better than me.
Right.
Like,
I cut that shit off after my freshman year in high school. I was like, I'm out of here.
Pretty much same. Pretty much. It was like, like, because I thought I was cold. Like 8th grade, I was like killing G. Like I was like, yo, I might. Nah, bro. And plus, I was lazy.
Yeah,
I was lazy. I was lazy on everything when I was in high school. Like, I had a weird high school because I was just like on some rebellion stuff. I was like, whatever.
Did you go to Hyde Park?
No, I went to Whitney Young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was, especially late in high school, G. Like I started getting suspended a lot, like getting in fights.
Yeah.
Like just uncharacteristic stuff.
Same here. I got suspended a couple times, like towards in high school. The first like 3 years, I was good.
Where'd you go?
Eisenhower.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
When did you graduate?
13.
Oh, dang, you real? Yeah, you young.
Come on, man. Let's not do this. let's not do this. 13?
Dang, I graduated college at 12.
Let's not do this, man. Let's not do this.
Nah, but that's good, G. Like you doing your thing, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you out here, bro. Like, that's what's up. Respect.
Yeah. So, competition. Do you feel like you have any, or do you see anybody? Like, I don't know how it is for like the DJ field. Mm-hmm. I don't know if every field is the same as far as competition goes. Mm-hmm. Like rap is it's competitive. Mm-hmm. Is DJing the same?
DJing is competitive. I feel it. I feel it out there, but like,
are they hating on you out here? Are they hating on you?
I don't know. I seem to get pretty cool. Like people seem to like me. Mm-hmm. Like people seem to rock with me. Like sometimes I feel like I don't get opportunities that I want, but then I get other opportunities I didn't even know. Yeah. And they come. It's like, if I would be mad if I was like out here like not doing my thing, and like, but I'm cool. Like I'm good. I don't know how people feel behind closed doors, but in my face they're cool, And I don't like listening to people. I don't know. I don't hang out with too many. I'm kind of like, I'm weird. I kind of be in my own little bubble. So I don't really pay attention to nothing like that. I see people doing their thing. Like I see DJs younger than me doing stuff. I'm like, dang, I'm like, dang, that's a raw gig. Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to all the DJs doing their thing.
We're not plugging them though. We're not plugging them today.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not plugging nobody. But I'm like, shout out to all them.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of. I can't even call them homies. Like
peers.
We cool, yeah. We all cool. We very cordial with each other. But it is that level. It's like it's a dog eat dog world. You got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
But it's like the smart people I've heard talk about competition. They'd be like, one of my favorite things people say is your only competition is yourself.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I definitely. I'm at this point, definitely. I always kind of have, because I've always kind of been, whatever. because people can feel however they feel about my growth, about whatever, they have their own opinions, but only one that really matters is how you feel, Like if something someone says about you makes you feel upset, then maybe you need to look at yourself and be like, okay, that's something that you need to, work on about you, So it's like someone would be like, yo, this party you threw was kind of like, I don't know, a lot of people didn't come out. Be like, okay, I need to figure out how to bring more people out. Right. If it makes me upset, if I was cool with it, if I enjoyed it, cool, whatever. But, it's been a building process. You just kind of analyze what you do and, you keep moving forward, keep trying to do good business. Because a lot of people do dope gigs, but I talk to people, their business is
bad.
It's bad. I mean, some people seem like people have that, like, it's all this stuff about clout and like who's hot, who's doing this and who's doing that. I'm more about my business, man, about how my brand looks and focus on myself. And it's been working good so far. So just keep heading in the right direction, staying positive and working hard, man. Like,
so how does a DJ grow? Like, with your art, like with your personal art and how you DJ, how do you grow?
Man, I mean, that's up to you.
No, you personally.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Me as a DJ, I feel like my growth has been, because I'm inspired by a lot of DJs. Younger, older, big, doing medium or whatever on my level. I'm inspired by a lot, like DJ, because in the grand scheme of things, I'm a fan. So if I go out somewhere, I want to have a good experience sonically. I want it to sound good, whatever is going on, whether it's a DJ, a singer. I want it to sound good. So, or a CD if I'm listening, like whatever, like the music that I'm into. So I've had a couple artists that I've looked up to. Like Flying Lotus is like a person I really look up to.
Dope.
I mean, Katra, he younger than me, but he's really dope. Sango is really dope.
How old is Katra Nada?
I think maybe I just lied. I felt like he was young. Like,
I mean, he might, but I don't know.
I kick it with a couple of DJs from Toronto, and they're mad young, so I just assume he's young, and they all kick it. So he might be the same. He might be like 25, 26, maybe 27. But
he's dope.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. It's like, and I kind of want to be that type of artist. They're not really necessarily DJs. They're artists.
Musicians.
Yeah. It's like you're creating your own stuff, whether it's like sample materials or like, I mean, most of the stuff people are using technically is sample, but some people make original sounds.
It's rare.
Yeah. But it's like, I like that lane. I like that, like, the style of being a producer who performs your own stuff. But you have, like, look at Flying Lotus. He has the freedom to do whatever he wants. Like, do a couple big shows. I can't even call it sets DJ sets because it's like just a performance.
Yeah.
It's like incredible. It's like I'm really into visuals. I'm really into aesthetics. And man, like, even I don't know if you heard of this guy called Subtract. He's another DJ from he's a producer from London, and he makes kind of like high pace, like, I don't know if they're dance tracks. It's kind of like a weird spin on house music. But yeah, it's just, I get inspired by people like that. And it's like, I'm like, man, they're taking the DJ life to another world. Because it's like, that's not even really a DJ at that point. But you are technically, like, it's crazy. It blows my mind. And like, I'm into production. I love production. So that's kind of the lane I've been trying to pave myself, try to get my own tracks and tracks that are similar, just to, pave a good set. And, it's all a learning process. Just, building trial and error. It might not work well the first time, but you keep on practicing at it. You never know what could happen.
Yeah. So you put out a project. Yeah. It was a month ago or something like that. Around a month ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
Tell me about it.
All right. So, it was the EP I put out called YZG, and it stands for Young Zebra God. And that's been people started calling me that randomly last year because I'm really into zebras. That's why I was like, when I came in, my man had the zebra. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, I'm at home. I feel very comfortable. I'm relaxed. I don't know. I love animals. I don't know. I really do love it. I don't know. I'm a fan of animals. probably an animal activist and stuff, but I need to do more with that. But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, that EP, man, I just was kind of feeling. Had a couple beats that I was making that I felt were kind of going in a good pattern, and I was like, man, maybe I can work on another project because I put out other projects before that were kind of low key, but now some people know me in this realm, so I feel like it got a little bit more buzz than my older ones. So yeah, man, it was very experimental. It represented like all the people I've been like collaborating with lately. And I mean, I was glad of the progression of how it came out. You know, I thought it came out pretty good. But yep.
Who are the features?
All right, so on this one, I had my homegirl Millie Mango. I DJ for her. My guy Keith. He used to go by Keith Ali, but he switched it up. He's Keith now. And me and him, I DJ for him for a long time, and done a lot of shows together. That's my homie. He's on my last project too. I got my guy Elijah Jamal. He's kind of a new homie. I met him like kind of through the beat making scene, so we did a show together. Well, yeah, we did a show together. Actually, it was a house party. It was fun. It was a dope party, and it was just like a beat making show. I kind of came up with this concept. And it was fun. Me and him, we vibe. We made a beat, we made a couple beats. I had one. I was like, man, this will fit really good with the vibe of my project. My guy Esophagus, that's my roommate. He's really dope. He actually taught me a lot about using the software I use now. I use Ableton, and I was messing around with it for a while, but at first, I was like, I'm making some interesting sounds, but like whatever I was making sucked. And I met him. He really showed me like how to map stuff out with it. So me and him, we actually have a group together called How Your Day Started, and we like make beats together. So we had this one beat. I was thinking about using it for a How Your Day Started project, but I'm like, because I don't know, that's what kind of the zebra represents for me too. Is like kind of collab, like. Just kind of that's kind of what this, I might make this a series, the YZG thing, like maybe do 3 or whatever. Yeah, so it kind of represents like kind of meshing styles together, you know. And the last feature was got a little house phone.
All right.
Yeah. He's funny dude. He's wild, man. I met him, actually my little cousin puts me on like a lot of the younger rappers. Like the one new kind of, I guess, SoundCloud rappers and stuff. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, he sent me. He introduced me to Lil Yachty like a long time ago. Like last South by Southwest. He was like, "Yeah, you gotta check out this dude. He got this song called Minnesota," and I was like, "Yo, this is freaky. Like it's different." Like actually, I don't know how you feel about Lil Yachty. Yeah. I feel you. Whatever.
Good guy.
Yeah. Funny dude.
Good guy.
Entertaining.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. I don't really care for his music too much. He has a few songs, but he's a good guy, though.
Yeah, I saw him open up for Young Thug, and it was one of the more entertaining sets I've seen. It was fun. I had a good time. But yeah, Lil House Phone, my cousin introduced me to him.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, it is. And like he's wild. Like the verse he put on my beat was funny as hell. Like the moment I got out, like yes, like because I don't do. Like, usually I work with, like, kind of, like, neo-soul, like, kind of, like, conscious, not necessarily conscious rappers, but rappers that are actually, you know.
Say it, man. It's okay. You won't offend Lil House Phone. It's okay. You won't offend Lil House Phone. He'll understand.
No, yeah, I feel you. But they're, like, hip-hop artists.
Right.
Yeah, they're about because all these people are rappers.
Right.
But hip-hop is
different.
On some different stuff, yeah. But, yeah, he's wild. That verse he put was really wild. When I first heard it, I was like crying. I'm like, I've never done anything like with that type of artist before. It was cool. Shout out Lil House Phone. He's funny, dude.
Fucking name.
He's funny, bro.
That's
he's hilarious. He's a funny guy.
I'd meet him. That is funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna bring him to Chicago to do a show sometime. Just to, you know, like. Hopefully, I want to be his friend. He seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Like, I follow him on social. I don't know too much about him, like, but yeah, I sent him a beat. He was like, oh yeah, I can rock on this.
So, how would you describe your music?
Yeah, people ask me that
because it's tricky.
Yeah, it is, man. 'Cause I go a little all over the place. I like to consider myself an experimental artist, like kind of under the experimental. Some of my stuff is like ambient. Some of it is like I don't know, man. It be some trippy stuff. Like I got a lot of different influences that kind of mesh sounds together. Like I don't know. Like when I do beat sets, when I do sets in general, they always be really different. Like I rarely do the same set over. I mean, unless it's like a really long gig or whatever. But yeah, I would say it's experimental. Like I would say I'm an experimental producer. That's kind of what I describe myself.
So if somebody could hear your music and pinpoint it to somebody else, like, oh, he sounds like, or he reminds me of, who would you think they would say?
Man, that's tough.
Katra, maybe?
Because his is more a little housey. I think mine's a little more dark.
Okay.
So I would say probably like, some people say my stuff is, because this is one of my favorite producers. So I don't want to even put myself in the same realm as this dude. Another young guy. This dude, XXYYXX.
I feel like I've heard him.
Yeah, or it goes, I don't know if it's pronounced exists or whatever, but it's spelled XXYY. And he's like super young. He's like 22. He put out like one of the dopest beat projects out when he was 17. And that's why I'm like, man, that's why I never, if you got it, you got it. If you 17, like that project, you should check it out if you haven't. It's really dope.
Speaking of XXX, did you see the video of the extension cord guy? That's what we're calling him now?
Is that his name?
I'm calling him extension cord, so.
Man, dude.
I don't have time for none of it. That's
I like Temptation. That's my man, dude. He's a wild. I want to meet him because he seems like an interesting character.
Yeah, his ass slumped.
But that wasn't right, man. That wasn't right, dude. That dude sucker punched him bogus.
He was talking shit though, all right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was talking shit.
Was that Rob Stone hit him?
That's what I heard. Yeah, that was Rob Stone. Actually.
So that was him who punched him?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And they was like booing him, and he's from San Diego.
My sources say it
these rappers are weird, bro. I don't understand rap right now. It's kind of weird.
I feel like and I'm young. I'm like these niggas age, and I feel like I'm just too old for that.
Because you would be like their target market.
Yeah, I'll just be like,
I like Temptation, man. He make good music, man. I like his stuff.
One of my close guys, Rod, we was in my car one time because the only song I had heard at the time was "Look at Me."
Look at me, yeah.
So I'm already like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
The song is not terrible, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Yeah, it's a little too far for me sometimes. And then he was like, "No, I was like, okay, you gotta relax a little bit."
No, but you're right.
And then my guy, he was like, "No, he got other songs, so he don't just do that. He do
like R&B and like crazy."
So we was in the car on the way to a studio, and he played it to me. He's like, "No, just listen. I'm like, all right." So I'm open mind, objective completely. All right. I'm like, man, turn this shit off, man. I was like, I wasn't rolling, man. I couldn't take it.
Yeah, he's like a lot of these artists are rough around the edges.
Yeah.
I feel like if they honed in on their style, like I hear artists, even if their stuff isn't polished, to me that brings the light bulb up because a lot of people that are gonna get them in their hands don't know what to do with that. So I'm like, put them in the right situation. Don't control like their vision, but get them some good sounds.
Yeah.
Get them the right sound because a lot of stuff don't sound. The quality ain't nice, and that's a horrible trend. Is the quality of like music continues to go down because people can just put it out and it can gain fans. I mean, I've noticed a lot of the album quality is good, like when people actually put out their actual album.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, okay, they're not doing the same stuff, and I don't necessarily like it anymore or whatever. I don't know. I listen to a lot of stuff. I think I listen to more like kind of R&B, like this new age, like kind of trippy R&B stuff more than
like who? Like
hip-hop.
Party or?
I don't listen to Party that much. I like some of the stuff I hear. I like FKA Twigs and like SZA. Her new album, I was bumping that on the way here.
I was trying to, but I felt it was too hot outside to listen
to.
Dude,
I don't know what's up with me, G. I like real, like
It feel good, man. Yeah. It's a good vibe. You know?
I like chill stuff. And I like playing it at gigs, but sometimes I see people getting restless. I'm like, okay, I gotta turn up a little bit. They be like, all right, dog, turn it up a little bit.
So how is that? So as a DJ, like I know when I'm personally me, I'm not a DJ at all. But when I'm in a car and I have somebody in the car with me, I feel like I'm a DJ. So I'm playing all the stuff that I want to hear. Yeah. And I feel it's dope. So with you, and you have to play for a crowd, you know what I'm saying? You have to set the vibe. Mm-hmm. How is that for you when you have to kind of separate what you want to hear and what the crowd really wants to hear?
Mm-hmm. No, I feel that. It's easier than you would think, honestly, because, like, I listen to music all the time. So I listen to whatever I want all the time. And, like, as a DJ, it's up to you to, man, a good DJ told me a long time ago. He was like, it's not about giving a crowd, you know, what they want to hear. It's about giving the crowd what they didn't even know they wanted to hear. Okay. And it was like, you know, I like playing like weird remixes and stuff. Like I like making remixes, like something that's kind of familiar. And that's, I think, I don't know, ever since I started kind of DJing Logan and like Wicker, I think people kind of come up to me, they tell me that a lot. They're like, man, it was like nostalgic, but it was like different. It was like
it's a different crowd up there.
Yeah. That's why I've been getting used to DJ there. And so I've been doing like kind of hood. I'm not hood stuff, but niggas.
Yeah.
You know? I be doing stuff with us. And I'm like, at first I'm like, yo, because that now I feel weird playing
the other shit.
I can rip it easily, but it's just different, man. Like my style has really gotten a little obscure, but I like the challenge. I like doing different stuff. Like I DJ for Nike. That's one of my main gigs. I'm a resident at Nike Town, and I do a lot of events for them. And those gigs are like, man, dude, I'll be in there for like 7 hours DJing straight. But
that's
I be
tough.
in it. Yeah,
that seems very tough.
It's tough, bro. And people always look at me like, dang, are you crazy? But I love doing it. It's like, it's tiring. It's like a marathon. But you know, you got to keep it flowing. So I got like a lot of music. Dude, I got a lot. And it's kind of hard to keep in track. I need to do a better job of organizing it. I got some playlists. But I like freestyle. I like just in my head, I'm like, dang, okay. You know, because as a DJ, you kind of go by BPM. You be like, all right, what's in this BPM that I want to hear or that I feel like that will mix well? Because I'm really into mixing. I like mixing, blending, like making aesthetically like a consistent flow, you know, just flowing. Not just like, not cue. No, I like blend. I like again, that's why I call it experimental, because I experiment with sounds. Like, I'll try to mix. I know you're gonna look at me crazy. I'll try to mix like some Prince with some Travis Scott or something crazy.
That could work.
And it works. It does.
That's not too far.
I did pick up the phone with something. What Prince song was that? I think it was "I Want to Be Your Lover." That was kind of freaky.
I had to hear that.
I be doing like when I'm at Nike, I be blending, bro, and like people always come up to me. Like I feel like that's kind of how I've grown most as a DJ. That was kind of the situation that grew me most as a DJ, DJing there, because it's just so many people, and I'm in front of a lot of people, and I see they're into it, and I see that it makes me kind of versatile, and people always hit me up. Like I meet so many people DJing up there.
So, what's the end goal for you?
Man, you mean like in life or like with music or whatever?
Whichever one you want to talk about, both.
I just want to continue being happy whatever I do. Who knows what I'll be doing like in 10 years, you know? In my mind, I will probably want to do something like, your name's Greg, right? Gary. Like my man Gary is doing, you know, like having my own like studio set up, keep on producing. Because the DJ stuff is, I'm not going to stunt, G. It's like, it's a lot of wear and tear. Like, I really want to be in control over my own destiny. I don't want to be like feeling pressure to do stuff. I don't want to be like at a point where I'm like, I need this money. I need to do this gig. I want to be, you know, free and do what I want to do. I like doing a lot of stuff. I'm like into entertainment as a whole. Like, who knows? I might, you know, I like scoring movies. I would love to do something like that. I would love maybe to produce a movie. You know, I love the arts altogether, you know. And who knows? Maybe I'll become a rapper or something, a SoundCloud rapper. I doubt it. My voice sounds horrible, like on tracks. Like I'm horrible, right? I would never be that. Or maybe I could be like cliche. Like I could be like, I'm not gonna
do it.
I'm not gonna say anybody's name who's cliche because they're all real artists. Shout out to y'all.
Say it, man. I want to hear it. I love controversy.
I was gonna say like my man's Lil B. Like, yeah, he's great. Like he's just. I mean, like that's my dude. I love Bass guy. I can never say anything bad about it. But he's. I don't know. He's an interesting artist.
I'm mad at him now because he lifted the curse on KD. So
oh man, now you digging. You going south right now. You getting in bad territory.
He was my guy for a while.
I don't want to even talk about basketball right now. I'm like so disappointed in basketball.
It's terrible.
It's horrible, man. And the NBA is like, oh man, it's like one of the greatest products on earth, man. One of my favorite brands for sure, and they're like, where's the new good players at?
I mean, there's some. They're just not gonna win.
That's what I'm saying.
Not right now.
They're not gonna make nothing happen. G, it's like
it's a process. Know, even when Jordan came in, he had to wait 8 years for him to start winning. So
but Jordan came in. Jordan, LeBron, KD. Even though KD is annoying, he came in like
he's a transcendent player.
Yeah, exactly.
One of a kind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's some good players. Don't get me wrong. It's some good players, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But their Golden State situation is weird, man. It's not fun to watch. It was fun, like when it was competitive, and they was like when Steph and Clay was just going on crazy run. Yeah. But now it's just like, dang, like, this style is crazy.
Yeah,
they're like really good, but man, like I wish it was more competitive in the NBA.
Okay, I didn't want to end on the NBA, so I'm gonna ask another question.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, it's cool. So your top 5 favorite albums?
Oh man, that's okay. All right, let's get into it then. Man, dude, dang, that's really tough. I would have to say, America KKK's Most Wanted by Ice Cube. I mean, you got Illmatic. I've listened to that so many times. Infamous by Mobb Deep. I've listened to that a lot of times. I got to get with another genre. Because hip hop, I don't know. I've listened to more hip hop than anything. Let me throw something else out there. What else do I really listen to a lot? Yeah, Six Kiss by Lil B. No, I'm just kidding. No. Man, dude, that man. Another top album. Whatever, I'll stay with hip hop because I really do love hip hop. I would say The Chronic, Dr. Dre. I already said Illmatic. Man, I feel like, I would probably say Mad Villain. That's my joint with MF Doom and Mad Lib. That joint is crazy. I actually got that on vinyl. Someone gave it to me. That was really dope. I ain't named no producer albums. I could give you a top 5 producer albums too. All right. Donuts, J Dilla, Los Angeles, Flying Lotus. Man, Clams Casino. I wouldn't even say 32 Levels. He got like a beat tape that had like the old school Lil B, because he used to make all Lil B's beats. Like I think it was mixtape 2 had like I'm God. It had, that's definitely up there. K-Tra's new joint is insane. Oh, ridiculous. And you mess with Soul Action at all? Yeah, I like Soul Action, but there's probably some better beat tapes. Probably Metal Fingers, at MF Doom instrumental joint. Metal Fingers Volume 5 and 6. I think that's the best one out of all. But that series is crazy. That Metal Fingers joint.
Okay. Thanks for coming through, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
Right on time. Buzzer beater. Clutch.
It was buzzer beater?
Yes. Right on time.
Boom. At the buzzer. You feel me?
There we go. That was dope.